My name is James Williams Jr. Welcome to Kung Fu Havoc number 2. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I talk about random shit at any time, at any given moment. Mostly because I can. Uh-oh. This is what happens when you wash your hair the night before instead of doing it the day before. Alright. So, since I don't plan on going anywhere else tonight, I can take off that ridiculous hat. And I have been having a bad hair day anyway. So, let's talk about some of the recent events. So I had some people contact me on Messenger. And apparently they must not know that I am a straight man. Alright? So, you know, I don't mind my girl calling me on Messenger. Shout out to Nicole. Anyway, so these dudes from India and Africa, I can't pronounce their names because I'm an American. And apparently, they must think that I'm not a straight man. But I am a straight man. I just have really long, beautiful hair. I wish I was a beautiful person, but we don't have to worry about that ever happening. Anyway, so they send me messages. They're like absurd. They're asking me to help them get jobs and come over. They're gonna stay at my place and work for me. And I'm like, dude, if I had that kind of money, I would go live in their country where I would be a fucking billionaire. You know, because most people when they come here from foreign countries, they make a lot of money and then they move the hell back over to their country and then they live like fat cats. You know, they live like fucking royalty, which is a very sound plan as far as I'm concerned. Because you know, hey, that's like, fuck, hell yeah. So, I'm getting all these strange messages, and I'm like, I have to send the messages back. I'm like, dude, okay, one, I like Asian women, and two, I like Asian women. It would behoove you to not send me these messages for people who live the alternative lifestyle, because I'm not one of those people. I prefer women, beautiful Asian women. So, I'm reading these messages, I'm like, maybe this guy must think I'm not straight or something. So I have to put them in their place. You know, I don't like ever having to correct someone on certain things, but on things like that, that's kind of a, yeah, you need to straighten this out before it goes too far type of thing, you know, and that's more or less what I have to do. And I don't want to do it, like, in a rude manner, so it's kind of hard to type, like, hey, motherfucker, I'm not gay, but, you know, hey, fella, I'm a straight man, I'm into girls, you know, I prefer, we can be friends, you know, that's cool, but that's where it ends right there. I'm not no damn butt pirate or any of those other rude, lewd comments that people say about gay people. You know, that was a prime example, so if I offended anybody who's gay, I apologize, you know, but, you know, sometimes I guess when you're miles away from someone and you just see their face, you just assume shit. Okay, first, never assume anything. Second, don't be afraid to ask someone if they're gay or straight, because you don't want to be in the wrong situation at the right time with the wrong motherfucking person. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be a gay man kissing a straight man and find out, hey man, that's not cool. Because then you might lose some teeth. And that goes double for anybody who's dumb enough to try to do that to me. You might not just lose some teeth. You might lose something else. But you know, if we're cool and we friends, you know, I ain't got a problem as long as I fucking know. You know, it's when you don't know. It's when problems start. You know? And you know, we have to deal with reality here. And in reality, everybody's not the same. Alright? Whether it be ethnically, culturally, or whatever, everybody's not the same. And we all have to accept each other for who the fuck we are. So, in that, that's cool. I can accept you for who the fuck you are and what the fuck you are. As long as you're straight with me from the jump, it's not a fucking problem. It's when you're not straight with me that we have a fucking problem. Understand? So, these people did pop up on Register. You know, hey, I talk to everybody. If they want to talk to me, I feel appreciative. I'm grateful that someone is actually willing to break the time to put time in to spend any 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 0 minutes, a minute to speak to me on Messenger, because I'm like, you know, I don't really have a lot of friends, but I got a lot of Facebook friends, and if I had as many Facebook friends on YouTube as I've had on Facebook, I would have over 1 million hits. That's the gold. But you know what? It is what it is. If God's meant for me to have success, then I will, and if it's not, then I'll just keep doing what I'm doing, and shit will happen when it happens. You know, you can't twist the hand of fate but so far before you snap the damn thing off. So, in that, you know, it's not nothing against anybody gay. Let's get that out the way. You know, gay people are cool. Don't think that they're not for any reason whatsoever. Don't think that they're not cool. They're cool. You know, but I'm just not amongst them. You know, I can be friends with them all damn day. You know, hey, you're still a fucking human being, and you still have feelings. And it is my job to respect you as a human being and to respect your feelings. And if more people had an open mind to things, we probably wouldn't have as many problems as we have right now in the world. But the problem with the people in the world is that no one wants everyone to be anything other than the same. Now, the pros and cons of that is if we were all the same color, there wouldn't be any racism. But the world would also lose so much of everything. If we were all the same gender, there wouldn't be any sexism. But then the population control would probably all fall down because no one would want to be gay if they're men, and no one would want to be women. Women can't procreate without the man's sperm. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure scientifically they would probably find a way. But as far as the world goes right now, we haven't been able to genetically create sperm so that women could be lesbians and have a genetic sperm from something that doesn't really exist. Granted, we've cloned cows. So, it's not to say it can't be done, but in the world, we haven't had a problem subverting science. You know, I think she's hot. Granted, she's not the girl I'm talking to, but I think she's hot. Anyhow, no, nothing is more important to me than a very beautiful lady. But you know, things happen. It shows a whole lot of girls showing their asses on Facebook. I'm sorry. My mind went somewhere else. But y'all know me, whenever you listen to one of my damn rants, I pretty much fly off a track. It doesn't take much. But you know, when people are messaging you on this messenger shit, you know, this page. You know, I'm not going to show anybody's faces so far enough, but that page, when you go to your messenger or whatever, you know, it would behoove you to, you know, be friendly, speak back. But, you know, let people know where the hell you stand. But, uh-oh, my camera just died. Well, anyway, let people know where the hell you stand. And hopefully people will understand where you're coming from and whatnot. Hopefully this is still recording while that was going on. But, you know, you can never be too terribly right or wrong on, you know, trying not to hurt people's feelings. That can never be a wrong thing. Purposely trying to hurt people's feelings, that is always wrong. It's the same thing about bullying, because I did talk to my bro today about bullying and shit. And bullying by any means is not cool, because I've been a victim of being bullied, you know? And to join the in crowd, I once bullied 2 people, but I owned my shit. So to Casey Smithers and Anjanette Mosey, I think was her last name, I do apologize. You don't have to accept it, and I wouldn't blame you if you don't. Because you know what? Whenever you wrong someone, you do have to pay in that cycle of karma. And karma doesn't just come over the time period. Sometimes you get instant karma. Instant karma is the worst because once instant karma hits you, there's just like almost no coming back from that. Also depends on how bad the karma is. So, just so you guys can pay attention to things like that, you really have to be careful at what we do. And when you project evil onto other people, eventually evil is going to come back to you. And it may come back to you tenfold. It may not come back to you at all. It just depends on how the hands of fate or the good Lord choose to let that play out. I have done my share of evil, and most of that was because I was forced to fight when I was a kid. So whatever penitence I deserve, I'm probably getting it all right now. And maybe once I get through this rough patch, everything will be fine. So, you know, it kind of is what it is. And you have to accept the damage is done. But you can make sure that the next generation learns about things like karma and fate and all this other stuff by living by example. So if you set good examples, you know, I still got to work on my mouth. But if you set good examples, then it should be easy for the kid to follow the examples. You know, I'm no saint by any means necessary. But I do tell the truth. And I give people as much of the truth as I know they can handle. If I know you can handle the whole 1,000, you're going to get the whole 1,000. If I think you can't handle more than 100%, then I don't give you more than 99.5, and I'll let you figure it out the rest on your own. But don't lie. You know, might not outwardly say what I needed to say at the time, but I don't lie. And it's the same thing like when people tell you they didn't mean to say something. Okay, here's the default in that. No matter what anybody tells you, no matter how many times they say they're sorry and they say they didn't mean it, bullshit. Because if you said it, if it came out of your mouth, on some level or another, whether it be microscopic, or cellular, or right out in the fucking open, they meant it on some level or another, or they would not have said it. Because if you think it, you meant it. You might not have meant to word it the way it came out, but you meant it. So in closing, I'm James Williams Jr. Watch your mouth, unless you're willing to get punched in it, and be seeing you.